Welcome to another very special edition of the Prep Zone on DMV Stream. I'm John Moore, joined as always with Rob Giampapa. We are from Rebel Run Sports. Today we have a very fun guest, George Mason High School Mustangs head lacrosse coach Courtney Gibbons. Welcome to the show.
Well, thanks for having me.
Well, Courtney, tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you get into coaching?
I played lacrosse all growing up and played in college, and then I just knew after college I definitely wanted to get into coaching, and I'm a PE teacher, so that allows me to coach, which is nice. So I coached for a year up in New York, and then I moved down here and found Mason.
You say you found Mason. Let's talk about
They found me.
George Mason High School.
Yes.
Small school, Falls Church, Virginia.
Yes.
A lot of their sports play in 2A, but you guys actually play in 4A. So kind of give us a backstory on George Mason High School and the division you're playing.
So yeah, lacrosse. They didn't have the 2A lacrosse for us to join any of those leagues. So we joined the Dulles district, and so we play up, but we love it because it's more competition, and it's worked out well for us. It's kind of far bus rides, but the rest of our school is bull runs, so they drive way farther. Yeah. We're actually close compared to them.
Well, how does that decision get made? Like, what goes into that decision? Who makes the decision to play up in 4A?
I make all the decisions at Mason, so I'm just kidding. Our athletic director, Tom Horn. I don't know.
Okay.
It's not, it's just where we are.
Yeah.
We haven't switched. We just have stayed in the Loudoun and Dulles district.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your season. You all had a terrific season, state runner-ups. You had to play Woodgrove 4 times this year.
Yep.
It can't be fun playing Nora Bowen as a coach 4 times, and she's been terrific. How satisfying was it to get that win in the conference finals, though?
It was awesome. That was by far, I was telling the girls, that was my favorite win playing and coaching. We've played Woodgrove for years now, and to finally beat a team after playing them so many times is really exciting. And the girls played great. It was great to see them come together and just play what I watched them at practice and the potential they have, so to apply that to a game was exciting. But
how's your in-school recruiting work? I mean, there's a successful soccer team there.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
So a lot of the athletes, I would assume, play soccer. Mm-hmm. So do you walk the hallways? Do you watch the basketball players saying you could be good at lacrosse?
Yeah, I am a phys ed teacher, so I get to recruit pretty much every day. But I've had a few come out from just kind of watching them in PE or other sports. But, it is hard. It's very spread across all of our different sports, and the girls who play soccer are into it. Like, they stick with soccer usually. So.
Okay. Well, let's talk about your team a little bit. You have a sophomore-junior combo, Sarah Lubno and Amy Roche. Yep. They're terrific. You had 4 players that were All-State. Yep. All right. Tell us a little bit about that team.
The team is great. I was saying the one thing about this season that is so special is how well they get along and how much fun they have. We work really hard at practice, but we also laugh, and they love being around each other. So that's something, like, you can't coach girls liking each other. It can be dicey at times. So it is awesome to see that. And then with Lubno and Amy, they work really well together. Like, it's so cool each year. It gets better and better. And so this year, definitely things clicked. And they just, together at midfield, they, are on all ends of the field. They're all over. So they definitely are a huge part of our team.
Do they play together outside of high school? Do they play club together, anything like that?
No. So Lubno plays for Crash, and then Amy plays for Cardinal. Okay. So.
Yeah, that was kind of my next question. We talked to a lot of coaches, basketball coaches, soccer coaches, and there's a lot of year-round. Their off seasons usually for like a week, and then we got to get ready for this and this. So, what's kind of after the season ends? What's your situation moving through the summer? Like, what's your advice to the kids to get better during the summer?
Well, I told them to remember how they felt after Saturday, losing the state final. Let that motivate them to just get out there and work on their stick skills, work on shooting, work on their conditioning and speed and agility. It's ultimately, it starts now. You can't just pick the stick up in February, and so we do a good amount of off-season workouts, and we do like Tuesday, Thursdays, and so that's made a huge difference too. Like being at the school, I can do that right after school. And then our group of off-season have gotten bigger and bigger, so I think this year coming up will be promising. So.
And when does that start? When does your off-season work start?
We start right in September.
Okay.
And we don't have like the green days and that at our school, so
okay,
we can kind of do more.
Why do the girls wear less pads? He's got some video and shots of girls hitting harder, sloshing other girls, and they're wearing. I mean, we know girls are tougher, but
yeah, it's not technically a contact sport, so I don't. Goggles and mouth guard, and they got their sticks.
Bravery.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, tell us about some of the players that you have to go against. Who are some players in the area that you have to game plan for on a consistent basis?
Nora Bowen. She's the main one. We face guard her with as best as we can every single game. But I think the thing that's so impressive about her is she continues to score 4, 7, 6, whatever, goals being face guarded. She's just a phenomenal player all around. Not much slows her down. So, and then other than that, we kind of just stick to our normal plan. We definitely, if a girl's starting to be more of a threat, we'll throw a face guard on her, but she's the main one who we definitely try to lock up.
Okay. Not to bring up a sore subject, but is Woodgrove a natural rival for you guys, or is that a rivalry now? You played them 4 times, suffered 3 losses.
Yeah, I mean, they're a rival definitely now because of lacrosse, but we don't see them in any other sports at Mason, so they don't.
Right.
But it's a really good rivalry, though. It's kind of special when you have 2 teams play each other that much and that competitively, and they still get along. And they're not nasty to each other. It's both teams really do actually get along, and their coach is amazing, Bob Fullers. We are good friends, and we can talk before games, after games. He's a great guy too. So it's been a very healthy rivalry where others can get real choppy and be, even dangerous out there.
You want to name any teams?
No, I don't. I will pass.
Well, speaking of Coach Fuller, are there any other coaches in the area that you talk to, that you lean on, that you go to for advice for anything?
He's the main one right now. Our new Riverside coach is great. The coaches in the whole conference are all very nice and supportive. I coach Cardinal lacrosse, so I'm in contact with Gene from Oakton and all different coaches kind of from around the area, which is nice. And it's just good to be able to talk lacrosse with other, adults and what they go through and what's going on, and also just pick their brains. I just try to pick Bob's brain on anything lacrosse wise. So
you're from New York, you played lacrosse in New York.
Yes.
Are there different styles? I know in basketball, some guys, there's New York style basketball. And, there's different styles of lacrosse?
I don't know. Yeah. I think that the lacrosse game has just improved so much. I think one thing that is different coming from me is just more of a, tough mentality. So I try to make my girls tougher every day.
Yeah.
That's
the New York answer in every sport.
Okay, yeah. That's kind of the only main difference when it comes to this sport. But I'm not a fluffy, there's going to be winners and losers, and at practice we make things competitive. We have winners and we have losers, and that helped us a ton this year because it prepared us for big games and for pressure situations. And I think, sports are amazing. They're great, and there's more to it than winning and losing, but I still want to win, and that's important.
Well, you said you coach Cardinal.
Yes.
What is the biggest difference for you between high school and club lacrosse?
High school is, it's really special how the girls, like the bond they create, and like we see each other every single day. We're like, club teams they can be really close, and these girls are also best friends. But in high school, you spend almost every single day together for almost 4 months, which it is just kind of crazy. When like the season ended Saturday, we're like, oh my gosh, like we've spent every day together almost for now 4 months straight. Right. And it was funny because the girls were like, this is so weird. Like Monday, they're like, I just want to go to practice. I was like, oh, well, we're not. But, you know, but it was like, yeah, it was weird. I was like, yeah, I'm going to miss like just seeing you guys. And so I think that's the main difference with high school. It's pretty cool to see. And I like seeing the girls, you know, in school. That's when I didn't teach at Mason, you don't have that same rapport and relationship with the kids. So it's cool to see them every day in the halls and be able to have them come in on breaks and hang out and just know them like more than just a lacrosse player.
What are your expectations for next season?
Win states. I mean, I just want to have another successful season. I want the girls to walk away, you know, having a great time. This year we had so much fun together as a whole group, so just making sure we have fun and we're working hard, and the ultimate goal now is to win states.
Mm-hmm. Well, you have a young team. I mean, you're bringing back a lot of players.
Well, we only had one senior at the end with our final 18. So we've got our core is going next year to be seniors and juniors. So that'll be nice. That'll be first time in a while that we have upperclassmen leading the team. What
do you want them to work on in the offseason to get better for next year?
Stick skills always, and then speed and agility, conditioning. I mean, the game has turned so much into, you know, the faster girls are more successful a lot of times. So just working on that and making sure they have a stick in their hand.
Okay. Well,
what else you got?
I think we've covered everything. Courtney, it's been great having you on, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thanks,
hope you
guys.
Check back in with us soon.
Yeah, absolutely. That was
for fun. DMVSTREAM.com, Moore and Rob Giampapa. You can find us on RubbleRunSports.com. See you next week.
Thank you.